What's really happening with Diddy's legal troubles? In this video, we dive into fresh and exclusive details you won't find anywhere else. This isn't your typical Hollywood scandal recap. This is the inside story of how Sean Diddy's upcoming trial could change everything for the industry, with new revelations surfacing about his connections and potential implications for some of the biggest names in the business. You'll want to stick around to get the full picture of what's unfolding right now. Diddy Combs, one of the biggest names in the entertainment industry, is currently facing one of the most serious legal battles of his career. His case involves a multitude of allegations, and according to various reports, it has the potential to pull in other high-profile individuals if he takes the stand. Diddy's defense lawyer Mark Agnifilo has publicly stated that Diddy is eager to tell his story in court.
I think he is very eager to tell his story, and I think he will tell every part of his story, including what you see on the video.
This eagerness could be a strategy to leverage his platform and expose others linked to the events in question, giving the impression that his testimony may have serious implications for more than just himself. The trial is significant not just for Diddy but or the entire music industry, as it may set a precedent for how misconduct cases are prosecuted. With the ongoing media coverage, there is already speculation that this trial could expand beyond Diddy's own actions and bring other influential figures into the spotlight. Several lawyers have weighed in on Diddy's situation. For instance, Tony Busby, a prominent attorney involved in this case, suggested that Diddy's testimony could reveal more details about those who were allegedly complicit. Busby emphasized that the legal strategy isn't just about targeting individuals like Diddy, but could also encompass corporate entities such as hotels, banks, and others that may have had knowledge or involvement.
I want to make sure that if we name individuals beyond Mr. Combs, that we make sure that we've done our homework, because it's going to create a firestorm. We understand that. So
these statements suggest that if Diddy is put on the stand, his testimony could open up further investigations that reach into other spheres of power and influence. The stakes for Diddy couldn't be higher, facing a potential life sentence if convicted. The rapper's future and career are on the line. Another lawyer has stated that Diddy's case is being targeted by prosecutors looking for a high-profile win.
People think, oh, somebody's out to get him, he pissed off the wrong person, it's the alcohol company that... Nah, you guys got to understand that there's prosecutors out there who want big cases.
The legal team's stand is that these prosecutors are pushing aggressively for a conviction to make a name for themselves. Diddy's team has also claimed that they plan to challenge each piece of evidence brought forward, questioning its credibility and the motives behind its presentation. One of the central claims by Diddy's team is that, unlike other high-profile figures such as R. Kelly or Jeffrey Epstein, his case does not involve any minors, which they argue differentiates the accusation significantly. The defense is focused on portraying Diddy as someone who may have been part of a controversial lifestyle but insists that no criminal activity took place. They aim to separate his image from past notorious figures and suggest that while his actions might be morally questionable, they do not amount to federal crimes. Will Diddy's decision to testify be a game changer that turns the tide of the trial, or will it open Pandora's box for others involved? How much of Diddy's defense hinges on differentiating his case from previous scandals, and can his legal team successfully distance him from these notorious figures? Diddy Combs' legal issues extend beyond just his personal behavior. They ripple through the Hollywood elite. His close connections with major celebrities, including musicians and actors, raise questions about their awareness and involvement in his controversial activities. He's been seen with A-list musicians like Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kanye West, Rihanna, Drake, and Mary J. Blige, highlighting his deep ties within the music industry.
Russell Brand, Chris Brown, Lil Kim, Nicole Richie, and Tommy Lee are just a few of the other big-name guests.
On the acting front, he's been photographed with Leonardo DiCaprio, Will Smith, Jamie Foxx, Cuba Gooding Jr., and even Kevin Hart at exclusive parties and red carpet events. His connections also extend to sports figures, including LeBron James and Floyd Mayweather, who have been regulars at his parties. Beyond music and film, Diddy's parties, such as his iconic white parties, have attracted a mix of reality stars like Kim Kardashian, fashion icons like Naomi Campbell, and even political figures like Al Sharpton. He's rubbed shoulders with everyone from Hollywood legends like Tom Cruise to modern pop icons like Justin Bieber and Jennifer Lopez. This extensive network shows just how deeply embedded Diddy is in the industry, making his trial a potential turning point that could involve or implicate any number of these high-profile connections. Diddy's influence in Hollywood goes deep, having collaborated with and mentored numerous artists. He's been a mainstay in the industry for decades. This has built a network of powerful friends and collaborators. Some of these relationships are being re-examined due to the current legal spotlight on him. Recent legal filings hint that some of his acquaintances may have been aware of, or even complicit in the alleged inappropriate behavior at parties and events. Tony Busby, a leading lawyer representing many of Diddy's accusers, has explicitly stated his intention to hold not only Diddy accountable but also the celebrities who participated in these events or enabled his behavior. Busby mentioned that as more plaintiffs step forward, his team is exploring potential lawsuits against several of Diddy's high-profile friends. According to Busby, these individuals are household names who may have indirectly benefited from these incidents or turned a blind eye. One notable instance involves photos from Diddy's yacht party featuring Cuba Gooding Jr., where they were seen engaging with guests. Legal analysts suggest that such appearances captured and shared in lawsuits could open the door to further questions about other celebrities' involvement, as more evidence, including videos and pictures, emerges from these alike gatherings. Speculation grows that Diddy's trial could shift focus, implicating those who were regularly present at his events. Meanwhile, other celebrities connected to Diddy are taking action to distance themselves. For instance, photos of Diddy were recently removed from Mel's Drive in a historic Hollywood diner. The establishment cited ongoing concerns regarding Diddy's reputation and stated that they couldn't ignore the public backlash any longer. This move signals a broader trend in Hollywood, where those who once aligned themselves with Diddy are now eager to avoid association. According to sources close to the case, some of Diddy's celebrity associates are discreetly settling with potential plaintiffs. By doing so, they aim to avoid being publicly named in lawsuits or trials that could damage their reputations. Busby claims that a few well-known figures have already paid settlements to keep their involvement under wraps, though their identities remain confidential for now. This pattern reflects how Hollywood's elite is maneuvering behind the scenes to protect themselves amidst the unfolding scandal. With Diddy's reach and influence, this trial could mark a historic shift, pulling back the curtain on the entertainment industry's darker side. How far will Diddy go in revealing the truth, and will he implicate his high-profile friends in an attempt to save himself as the trial nears? How many other Hollywood figures will be dragged into the spotlight, and what will it mean for their careers? Diddy Combs is currently entangled in multiple lawsuits with claims that span over 2 decades and involve more than 100 individuals. The high-profile nature of these cases has led to intense media scrutiny, revealing several layers to Diddy's legal troubles. Some of these lawsuits suggest that associates and even family members were involved, with accusations pointing toward a network of enablers and participants. One of the most significant elements in Diddy's defense has been his team's efforts to settle lawsuits quietly. A few months ago, Diddy paid $30 million to a former associate who threatened to release a tell-all book about his misconduct. You can buy the exclusive rights to it for $30 million. Catch and kill this book. Despite the settlement, news of the lawsuit spread, leading to a wave of new complaints as others came forward claiming they were also victims and deserved compensation. These developments were discussed by several legal experts who noted the similarities between Diddy's case and other high-profile instances in the music industry. Attorney Tony Busby, who represents many Ader plaintiffs, has been vocal about his intention to hold Diddy accountable. The assaults. We asked Busby straight up if these upcoming lawsuits are just about people trying to cash in by claiming to be one of Diddy's alleged victims, and Busby, known for taking on celebrity cases, stated that he would not only pursue Diddy, but also anyone in his circle who may have enabled the behavior. This includes other prominent figures in Hollywood and the music industry, indicating that the implications of these lawsuits might expand beyond Diddy alone. The number of lawsuits against Diddy has grown exponentially. Currently, Diddy faces a class action suit involving more than 120 plaintiffs. Legal experts describe this case as unprecedented, given its scope and the number of people coming forward. These individuals claim that Diddy exploited their desire to break into the music industry, using his influence to manipulate and control them. Some of the plaintiffs include young artists and producers who had direct interactions with Diddy, adding weight to the case and complicating his defense. The wall of silence has now been broken and victims are coming forward. A critical aspect of this class action lawsuit is the involvement of Diddy's inner circle, including business associates and other celebrities who frequented his events. The legal filings hint at a broader web of individuals who may have witnessed or been complicit in these events. Lawyers like Busby argue that they intend to name these enablers, making it clear that the repercussions of these cases could ripple across the entertainment industry as the lawsuits pile up. The media has continued to cover why development in the case. Legal analysts compare Diddy's situation to that of other controversial figures, emphasizing how the accumulation of claims might eventually overwhelm even the most robust legal defense. We believe in him wholeheartedly. He didn't do these things. This was a 10 raw. Observers speculate whether Diddy's attempts to settle some lawsuits outside of court are genuine efforts to make amends or calculated moves to silence potential whistleblowers before they speak. Can Diddy's defense successfully discredit the growing number of plaintiffs, or will the mounting evidence prove too overwhelming for even his high-powered legal team? With Diddy's testimony on the horizon, will he expose others involved, or will his words further entangle him in a web of accusations as Diddy Combs prepares for his upcoming trial? His legal team has unveiled an aggressive strategy designed to counter the numerous allegations and accusations piling up against him. Agnifilo has outlined that Diddy's defense will rely heavily on presenting him as the victim of a federal agenda aimed at bringing down powerful individuals in the black community. Defending Combs in court, Grubman, Schmissis and Sachs, also known as GSM and S, to drop Diddy as a client. The story broke when sources claimed Gaga issued an ultimatum: either the firm severed TI with Diddy or she would leave with her status as one of the firm's most high-profile clients. The claim was that she was too big to lose. At the heart of these rumors is Diddy, who has been facing numerous lawsuits and allegations. Some reports state that Gaga's demand forced the law firm to end their long-standing relationship with the music mogul, a connection that spanned over 2 decades. And thanks for watching my video.